Alright guys, before we get into the video, let's talk about futtrading.co.uk. Every single method you see in my videos can be found over on the website with buying and selling prices for almost every single card on the game. £10 a month gets you access to tier 1 buying prices. That's icons, special cards, silvers and Thursday flips. For £15 a month, you get access to tier 2. That gives you live filters, gold chem styles, UCL cards, and our amazing area of fluctuations where the market is continually monitored for highs and lows. You guys are then notified when to buy low and buy and sell high, basically. A really easy way to make coins. We've recently introduced a tier 3 thanks to you guys asking for us to develop a bot. Basically, we came up with a program, and what it does is it pings you every single minute pretty much. I think it's every 3 minutes. You will get pings telling you when cards are low and what to sell those cards for. I'm going to show you an example of that now. I'll be right back. Alright guys, and this is the area of the Discord for tier 3 users. As you can see, it is pinging you guys with the current price of these cards and the live target sell price. You have to cross-reference that with what the sell price has been recently and use some of your own market knowledge, but this runs 24 hours a day to make sure you guys are getting continual deals that you can keep making coins from. The legitimate way, a new ping's just come up right there for new cards that you can go out right now, buy and sell. So check it out, get involved, futtrading.co.uk, but for now, let's get into the video. Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to a new video with me, Fuzzball40. As always, if you're new around here, make sure you do subscribe down below and make sure your notifications are turned on so you never miss an upload. You get 3 a day on this channel like I always say. The morning League SBC method to glory. I am praying to God that by the time you guys are watching this video just after we see back the Premier League or the Liga Santander. I don't know what is taking so long, genuinely, but it's getting ridiculous now. I don't get why we haven't had the Premier League back or La Liga back when the CSL came back the next day. I guess it is what it is, but it is hella frustrating. The evening video, this video is always a trading video, looking at what the market's doing, helping you guys make coins. And with Tots being here now, it's so easy to trade, it's so easy to make coins, and it's going to improve your team. In my opinion, we've got maybe 2-3 months left of this game cycle in terms of it being really, really enjoyable. Before it gets quite quiet, with the Euros coming, I think there'll be some hype around the game as well. And so right now is the time to get involved in grinding as much as you can to improve your team. And in that content is a mixture of picks, packs, upgrades, whatever's relevant from the 6 PM content. At the moment, I'm surprised. I'm hoping we get upgrade packs today, and I think we will get some upgrade packs today. It's Sunday. We tend to get them on the Sunday. But we haven't had much else to grind on the game yet, so I think we probably see something. And that's the hope. But today's video is just a quick sort of going over what the market's doing, what you guys need to be looking at with this team of the season and coming team of the seasons. We're seeing patterns emerge now, and if you guys can get ahead of the game right now, it's going to help you make coins. The first thing that we have to talk about, and I've said it 1,000,001 times in the last few days, is flip silvers. I literally bought a tweet out about it the other day, flip silvers. I had an American footballer, funny enough, with 61,000 followers, messaged me on Instagram last night, and I was explaining to him that at the moment, it's probably the most effective way to make coins on the game. This community Tots has got a lot of hype about it. I've never seen a Tots team have this level of hype in terms of the community one. It's normally one player that's good, 2 players that are good, and you didn't tend to see too many players. But looking at it right now, you've got Harvey Barnes, who's 700k, Valverde 800k plus, Alaba, who is 750k, Wan-Bissaka 570k. It's a brilliant, in my opinion, brilliant community Tots. There's a lot of hype about it, and because of that, silvers are rising in price. Now the video's down below, because a lot of you will still comment and say, what silver filters? Literally a video down below that tells you guys the silver filters to be looking at. But I was just testing out yesterday. I'm probably going to bring a video out tomorrow on this, at how much I can make in basically a day of flipping silvers, just to show you how effective it is to do. But at the moment, I'm seeing undercuts continually on this game, and you're sitting there thinking, okay, cool, let me go and make some coins. And if you look at this now, Benevento defenders, these guys were 1,000 coins last week, okay? They're now 3,000 coins. And they come up at like 500, 1,000 coins consistently all the time. And let me just move this out of the way because it's annoying me because I can't see properly. It's very, very difficult. By the way, if you can see my door open behind me, you hear noise. We are ironing the clothes from our pickups this morning, so apologies if it's annoying. But there's Crotone here. Let's see what they're at the moment. Crotone up at like 2,500 as well. It's ridiculous what the market has done on silvers because everyone is building League SPC packs. This one here is not a massive undercut, but we'll buy it. We'll list them up for 2.5. It's not hard. It's a really easy way to make coins. There's not too much in it at the moment, in it at all. At the moment, in my opinion, it's the safest way to make coins because silvers aren't affected by market crashes and market drops really. They're only really affected by supply. And so if you're not doing this, if you have no market knowledge whatsoever, because quite a few people don't, and that's okay. If you have no market knowledge whatsoever and you're not doing this, I I can't stress enough how silly that is. It's such an easy way to get involved. So, flip silvers. Again, there's some filters I've just used there. You can probably see a bit more on the videos down below. There's loads of videos that just basically give you guys all the filters you need. Website subs. Even if you're the guys that have got millions, get involved in silvers. I know Lewis has been talking about it a lot recently, but it is just a really simplistic way that you guys can make coins in the long term. But anyway, that's silvers. UCL's the same, all that sort of stuff. But let's have a little look at what the Tots players have done, and I want to explain to you what you need to be looking at for the next sort of day or two. So, this is the ultimate Tots here. The players we're going to look at initially are Alaba. Now, if we look at Alaba, literally stayed very consistent in his price. Now, what we tended to see during promos is these cards get packed and then they drop. Even with Weekend League demand, these cards drop off because they're being packed constantly. But what we've seen this time round is these players have relatively held their value. Like, Valverde's down, don't get me wrong, from the 900k that he was at on Friday. But he's not crashed down like we thought he would. Zielinski, again, these cards aren't plummeting because they're very, very good cards. And they're very sort of usable cards. And they're very linkable cards. And so they've held their value very well during Weekend League. But do not be stung by this, because once Weekend League is over, the demand for these cards drops off. And so some of them will be sold off tonight. And some of them will be sold off in the coming days as they're packed. The price of these cards will drop. But that's a good thing. Number one, if you want to buy them, it's a good thing because you can use them in your team and all that good stuff. But these cards right now have a value because they're linked to what is currently on the game. So Valverde, for example, you might link him to Hazard's road to the final. Barnes, you'll link him into English players, for example. Mukiele links into the Bundesliga quite well. Alaba obviously links into all the Dortmund, all the Real Madrid, Bayern Munich. All the Bayern Munich players that we've got. Wan-Bissaka obviously fits that meta of fullback at centre-back. But these cards are about to get, a lot of them anyway, really linkable cards that can link into them, right? So Premier League Tots comes out and suddenly you've got Barnes and Wan-Bissaka and Ndombele with some very, very good cards that they link to. Bundesliga Tots comes out, Alaba links into some very good cards with Mukiele. So these cards will drop this week. I can guarantee it. We'll keep an eye on it, but they will drop off quite significantly this week. That's why I want Alaba, but I resisted buying him for now. These are all going to take a hit. But then when their Tots teams come out, they're going to climb in price again. And so again, this week I'm going to be looking because we know with demand, as it is right now, Valverde and Barnes and Ndombele, they've held this value. So I'm going to mark this down and keep an eye on it and see what value they've held this week. If we start to see a massive plummet during the week and into Wednesday when we usually see the lowest point in the market, I will buy into some of these cards. Purely because someone like Zielinski, he's on 91k at the moment. He's going to be packed a week and he's not that linkable at the moment. He's got some decent links, but he's not that linkable. He'll probably come down significantly and get probably not far off fodder price. You can't go wrong on a card if he gets down to fodder price because no matter what, it's going to be used for fodder, so he'll climb up from there. But depending on the next team, if the next team's a Syria, then he'll probably see some sort of rise because they'll link into cards in that. The difference is if they go into the Syria, he might go to Syria team of the season. But it doesn't really matter too much because he's still going to link to players in that team of the season. And so like I said, I've been looking at the links they offer and the links they're going to get. Now, I'll be keeping an eye on this. I will help you guys out with it, but it does require a little bit of common sense in terms of what you're buying into. Would I look at Tagliafico for this? Probably not. But there is definitely an opportunity here because that happened last year. We saw a lot of the cards. Some of them got hit quite hard, and you have to be mindful of that. But a lot of the cards, once they got links to them, they spiked in price because suddenly it was a hang on. Alaba's not only now linking to Mukiele and to, I don't know, Boateng, he's now linking to XYZ player too, and it makes it far easier for you to link these players. But where the real money's been is in these cards, gold cards, like I told you guys. Now, Wan-Bissaka has climbed. So Wan-Bissaka, we knew he was probably going to get a tot, so everyone started buying into him, and he kept steadily going up, and he's now got up as high as 9,300 coins on Xbox. We expected that, and that's the buy, and he's usable. Federico Valverde, again, everyone sort of thought he was going to get one once the vote came out. He spiked and climbed. He's actually dipped a little bit there, but he's now up at 8,300 coins. He's climbing. These are good fodder cards. The longer they're out of packs for, the more they'll rise. And bear in mind, we have an icon pack in the code for an attacking icon pack. You're going to get the guaranteed community tots and guaranteed EFL tots packs. And you're going to get other bits and bobs. These cards will keep going up in value. But the real money has been in the League SBC, guys. Zielinski, he was on Thursday, 1,600 coins. He's now 2,800 coins. The climb in him has been nearly double. He probably will get to double for the next 24 hours, which is utterly ridiculous. Actually, a double. He has more than double on PlayStation. Why is that? Napoli's League SBC requires 4 central midfielders, whether that's Cam, CM or CDM. He's one of the ones that people use most of the time. So he is spiked because of that. Tongi and Ndombele, again, he's not needed for Spurs at SBC right because he's not there, but he'll be needed for daily SBCs or 80 rated and Frenching is up. He's very, very, very linkable. He's gone from, he's at 3,000 now. He's gone from 2.5k. I mean, last week you picked him up 2k. 2.5k up to 3,000 coins. The longer he's out of packs for, the more he rises. And if the Premier League SBC comes out, he will spike because you'll need him, potentially need him, to complete Spurs. I'm pretty sure Spurs last time, the formation was the 4-2-3-1 with the cams and the CDMs. If they bring that back again, he'll spike again. Nkunku, another guy that we use for Leipzig as an SBC, but also 80 rated, good for daily SBC. He links into that for Jumbo Premium Gold Players Pack. He's gone from a low on Thursday of 1,300. He got to a high of 4.4 in Xbox. 4,400 coins was his high at one point. He's now dropped back down to 3,000 coins again, but that's still a massive, massive boost to where he was at. And so when the new Tots teams come out, these are the guys I think you should be looking at. These guys that are needed for League SBCs, or these guys that fit into an SBC for like a daily SBC, they're the guys that I think have done the best. Well, they have done the best, not I think. They have done the best, and the play is definitely on these cards. The final thing that I want to talk to you guys about, and it's quite important, is how low some of these EFL Tots have got. So if you look at the Tots EFL, like these 85 rated cards that are like an 86 rated card, 19k, 15k, 17k, 16k, 16k. These guys are very, very low. They're not quite for the price yet. Sort of 85 rateds are sitting about 12, 13k at the moment. But some of the guaranteed Tots packs last year, I think most of them in fact, required you to throw a Tots into them. And a lot of people will go and throw those into them. They'll throw the 85 rateds and those sort of cards that are being packed. Are you looking at massive profit? It depends on how demanded the SBC is itself. But there definitely is an opportunity. If the guaranteed EFL Tots comes out, it probably won't require Tots. I highly doubt it. But the guaranteed community Tots comes out, it probably and quite possibly will require a Tots in it. The other SBC is almost certainly going to require Tots. Now, you can recycle the Tots you get from each of those packs into each SBC, which is fine. It is fine. But a lot of people might get something that's usable. They're going to look to buy another card. You've got Krul, who's 86 rated, Netherlands, 18k. 86 rateds aren't too far off that price as it is anyway. Like, if you go to here and I've typed in cheapest player by rating, Footbin, we get it up. If you're at 86 rated cards in general right now, they're up at like 16k anyway. Krul's not far off like fodder price. Someone like that is not a bad shout at all in terms of what I would be looking at for it, because he covers two areas off. He covers off fodder, a fodderize. He also covers off a Tots requirement for an SBC. And so someone like Krul is not a bad shout at all. Again, 6 PM tonight's probably a buy-in time when you get supply from promo packs that we get at some point. I don't think we get lightning rounds again, we may do. But he could be a potential one there. They all are, to be fair. You can't really lose coins and it's very difficult. But there are your plays for tonight. Whatever you do, get involved in them. It's easy to make coins. As always, if you're new around here, make sure you subscribe down below. Make sure you turn your notifications on so you never miss an upload. But for now, I am out. Peace out. I'll speak to you soon.